Welcome back, guys. This is Del, and we are back in Terrafirmacraft Season 2. What do you guys think of the roof? I finished it. I did. I'm excited about it. Let's see here. Let's see if I can back my way around this thing. Never an easy concept. There we go. Turn it around. Whoops. There we go. What do you guys think? I hope you like it, because I do. Hi. Welcome back. How are you guys doing today? Let's see. Let's do that and that. And point out that the sun has gone down. The moon has... Where'd you go, moon? Oh, there you are. The moon has come up. And while I was doing maintenance and finishing the roof, a spider happened to come by. And I got my last two pieces. So it turns out when you make... And yeah, it's really sad that I didn't realize that. I was just thinking it was all wool cloth. When you make it out of spider thread, which is why it took so much longer, it's silk, whereas wool is a much more coarse thread, so it takes much less. At least that's what I was speculating, because I haven't looked it up. But it makes perfect sense because silk tends to be much more finely woven. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our 3 pieces. We're going to make our blanket and our bed and our... Hey, that's not funny. Oh, that's right. Whew. Scared me. I thought we were out of luck. Guess we will have a chestnut bed. See, the silk is under our heads, which gives us a nice soft pillow and doesn't mess up our hair. Yes, that actually does work. For those of you that have no idea, having a pillowcase made out of a less coarse thread does help keep long hair from getting crazy. And we have a bed, which means all these monsters and mobs, I will only see when I choose to, or if I'm traveling and I don't have a second bed. And... whatever. We're sleeping out here tonight, under the stars. Good night. Woo! Yay! I'm so excited. That bed was so hard to come by. Alright, couple advantages. I'm not sure if you guys realize with beds or not, depending on if you play Terrafirmacraft or not, is when you are sleeping in a bed. Boy, I'm loud today. Let's turn that down. There we go. When you are sleeping in a bed, you regain your health faster. It does leave you hungry and thirsty. Not a big deal. We can fix that. But you do have to eat as soon as you wake up. The total advantage is that you actually get your health back really fast. So, let's kill this thing first. Thank you for being what you were, a makeshift bed. Steal you back. Let's break you. Where'd you go? That's not funny. So if you guys wonder why occasionally, and I know I've mentioned this before, why occasionally I have no idea where I lost my bed to or different items in my inventory, to get decent sound quality with the mic, which I love this mic, but because I don't have a good soundproof room, I literally have to put it directly in front of my mouth. So it does block part of my screen, which makes it kind of interesting. So there we go. We have a bed in our tiny little house that now has an open roof concept here. Nice windows up there. Hoping and praying spiders cannot climb in through those. Our trees are growing nicely over here, one branch at a time. Our new trees are growing nicely. We've got banana over there. And I've been working on harvesting these. So I'm going to go ahead and finish harvesting all these trees, get our log pile built up a little bit. And since we are, I believe, into March, yep, partway into March, early spring, and we've already planted our gardens, which means we can do nothing more there. Woo! Hello. Remember our gardens last time? Yay! Okay, I'm way too excited about this. we're gonna build a charcoal pit today, because that is the next thing in line. We can't do everything in a pit kiln like we've been doing. We need to actually make that kind of thing. We also need to find, so this stuff, this graphite, you grind it up and you use that with clay, and I think it's kaolite? Okay. Kaolite. There we go. So here's the kaolite. We use that. No, not that way. Let me hit escape. Alright, so the use for that kaolite. Here we go. Use a kaolite with graphite powder with clay in the middle to make fire clay. What's the difference? Oh, I see. You can go either way. It doesn't matter. And then we go from there and hit U. And that is used to make our crucible. Alright, so that's... We need to find some kaolite though. We have a lot of stuff here. Alright. Yes, you saw what you thought you saw. I will admit. So I'm going to give you guys a little story here while I continue to take some trees down. Do I have my scythe with me? I do. What type of tree are you? Spruce. So this weekend was both Mother's Day and it was my birthday, and I wanted to play Minecraft and Terrafirmacraft with my husband. So he didn't have Terrafirmacraft installed yet. We still haven't gotten a single one of those, huh? Well, let's cross our fingers. That's not what I meant to do. So because I do my recording on his computer, he thought it would just be simple to use a utility to copy over what was different from my folder on his computer to his. Which is all fine and dandy, except the fact that it also moved one or two mods that he used in some other games. I believe it was Construct, so Tinker's Construct, that actually did it. So when he opened the world up, just out of curiosity on his settings, he looked at it for a second. I pointed out I wanted to play a separate world with him because this is from my LP, and he's like, okay, that's fine, and closed it. But before he opened it, he killed any other mods he had that were not TFC, with the understanding, of course, that it could potentially mess up the world he was about to make with me, which is awesome. He thought about it. I didn't realize that when he did this whole thing, it also transferred his mods from his over to mine. So when I logged on this morning, I immediately opened up TFC without actually looking, and I broke my world on my save folder. And no, if you guys have been with me long enough, you know that I've killed my worlds before, not intentionally, not by something I've done. They've actually outright corrupted in chunks. And I learned and I behaved myself for a while on making backups, but I didn't this time. So I am very, very, very blessed that there was an actual, oh yay, did we finally get one? That there was an actual save in his folder, because we were able to, using that, I was able to actually copy that over to mine, which is exactly where I was. He hadn't done anything with it. Phew. And we didn't lose our world. What I ended up having, because I was trying to replace it, and that's why I was in cheaty mode, is I was giving myself a very sparing bit of what I'd actually collected. And trust me, it was not looking at what I have in the folders, because my chests were completely empty. Looking at what's in there, I gave myself nothing. I would have just completely crippled myself. So I'm so very, very happy that I got my world back. Yay! But yeah, so once I had my world back, I just forgot to take it back out of that mode. I apologize. I promise I would not cheat us. I thought about it before on replacing things that get messed up. And the look I got, oh my gosh. So I mentioned this to my daughters, and the look I got was, well, like I was cheating. Really? I was just keeping myself from quitting because it was insane the amount of stuff I'd accidentally lost. So I'll never consider that again. It's kind of like looking in your parents' bedroom right before Christmas and seeing your toys and things that they want to get you and gifts. It just ruins everything. You'll never contemplate it a second time after somebody gives you a look like they gave me. So there you go. There's a story. There's our salvation. Thank goodness it was that extra copy in his save folder. I will be behaving myself and backing up. I don't really want to go, hey guys, guess what? I lost the whole world. We're starting over. That doesn't sound like fun to me. Let's put the white elm up here and not back in that funky spot right there. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and harvest the rest of these, and I will be right back. Okay, so we have cleared it out and filled it all back in with saplings and expanded it. I actually left a few out, like right here and right here, because they were totally interviewing the trees. No, they were interfering, getting in the way of these portions of the fruit trees. So we don't want to take that chance. But we have a ton over here. And I think what we're going to do is I think we're going to use this spot right here. Now, something I didn't tell you guys about that I did. I went through and I used a bunch of jack-o'-lanterns to light up this area. So it's a little less mob friendly. Thank goodness. Alright, so we're going to go ahead. Where did my shovel go? There you... That's a knife. My goodness. There we go. Clear out this spot right here. Actually, that's too wide. We're only going to go by 3 by 3 to start, which means we can actually 1, 2, 3. We'll start out with dirt on the bottom, and then we'll add some of the things up top. We'll clear that out because we need to pick up a whole bunch of wood. So in this game you can get coal, and I'm not sure if you can use it. I don't think you can, from bituminous coal, and I think there's a couple other possibilities, but ultimately you want charcoal to use in the making of the melting of your irons and your different metals. So what we want to do is pick up a whole bunch of this. I'm not going to worry about building right now. I have every single, whoops, I have every single one of these types of wood in the saplings over there, so we don't have to worry about that part. Now each one does have to be 16, I believe, which means some of these will be going back here because they're not full. We'll see what we have when we're done. Let's start it out. So to fill this in, literally it's just as if we're going to store it. Hello, starving. There we go. Am I seriously starving again? My goodness. I suppose chopping down trees and filling in wood pits is kind of hard work, so maybe my character being hungry might be legitimate. Nah. Why would that be legit? Alright, there we go. I'm just not the type of person to stop and take a break. I always forget to eat, and that's legitimately true. I do. I remember to feed people, I just forget to feed me. Alright, we're going to do this one this way. And then fill it up with those. Oh, nope, still short. So we'll pull that back out, and we'll put something else in there in a second. So let's go fill it up again. I'd like to have this as a 3 by 3 tall. I think I can go 3 tall. Pretty sure. We'll try that out. Ah, really? Well, at least it did that and not actually making me chop it back down. There. Some more white elm. That's my favorite one to burn, because I don't know about you guys, but the color of that wood's a little off. I don't think there's any other way to put it. It's just a very strange color. So much wood. And I barely scratched the surface. So I found, at least the last time I ran Terrafirmacraft, I actually had to almost continuously harvest wood. I think I'm going to leave at least one stack sitting out. Purely because if I don't, what am I going to use to cook with? Smart guys? What am I going to use? Let's see. There we go. I thought I had to be shifting. I have no idea how that worked, but I'm not going to complain. There we go. Which was I doing? Maple? Alright, so there's the start. Now we're going to pile another pile on top of this. I'm thinking we're going to have to go across the road and across the lake and actually get some more wood over there. Without being so picky about how it works out. I'm not sure. I should look it up. I'm not sure if it actually takes longer. There we go. To do a larger wood pile. Where'd that go? What are you? Spruce? That's maple. There's the spruce. Throw another 4 stack in there. We'll pull this out, that out. Those aren't big enough piles. That out. Actually, we can put 2 of those out and 4 of those in with that. And that pretty much clears us out, I think. So we definitely have a whole lot more wood work to do. But I think you get the idea. Probably also grab... Okay, there we go. 4, 4, and 4. There we go. So we definitely have some more work to do to start our first small charcoal pile. So I'm going to get that going and go do a bunch more harvesting. Because, yeah, I got plenty of stories to tell you, but I'm pretty sure you don't want to watch me cut down a bunch of trees. So I will be right back. Welcome back, guys. As you can see, I did the work. I got her done. I did a bunch of Douglas fir. I'm not too worried about having mass quantities right now. I wanted to get us going, get it started. It takes 18 hours playing, I believe. No, 18 hours in game. There we go. Not playing. Sheesh, that would be forever. Can you imagine? It'd take me like 3 weeks with the way I'm going lately. But of course, I got out of bed and I was starved because I have nothing to eat. So we're cooking up some salt and mutton here. I was noticing, and I don't know if I can actually tell or not, but it seemed like with medium well, I was not getting a whole lot out of it. So we're going to try out some just medium. There we go. We'll cut off the decay now that we cooked it. You know, hey, cook it in first, then cut the decay off, right? Right, okay. Let's see how this does for a food bar. Phew, we were almost starved. Nice. I'm liking it. It's looking good here. Alright, so now that we're full, almost, I can show you guys what I saw coming home last night. Yay! The fruit trees are starting to blossom. I believe those are plum. We got a bunch of trees over there growing all the way along the edge. Let's go check out how our bananas are doing. Banana look good, not blossoming yet, but we're getting there. There's fruit trees everywhere. These are starting to grow back. And we can finish this. Now I dug it out a little bit further. I spent one night underground digging up clay just to get out of the way of the things that decided that I looked appetizing. There we go. So I dug it out for the old traditional look, which is a large base with a smaller top. We'll fill these in. Doop, that one. I wish I would actually get faster at this. I know I will eventually. I'm just impatient. And then we'll fill the top in. Now, I'm glad I went to look and see how big it needs to be and actually did my research, or I would have been completely baffled and looked, well, as silly as I would have. Hey, you, not there. Would have looked as silly as I would have felt, which was that you used to make a fire pit inside of it. And which is why I left this middle one empty here. Was that actually still totally... Okay, I have no idea. We'll work. We can figure this out. Either way, you used to leave the middle one completely empty, and you would build a fire pit in it. And inside that fire pit, you'd start that on fire, cover it with one last log, so there was one open space above it, and then go to town, if I remember correctly. Of course, some of you have been playing this with me for the whole time, so you might be able to correct me on that if I'm wrong. Now you actually just drop a torch in, which I thought was kind of interesting. I like the idea. I believe it said they give you a whopping 10 seconds to get your tail end out of the way. If it catches on fire, hold on open flame before you get your tail end out of the way, it won't work. The logs will simply collapse and the whole thing will go out. Hey, we did get the right amount plus a little extra. That's not what I was looking for. Alright, I believe this is completely full. So now we need to grab that dirt we have. We're just going to cover it in dirt this time. We'll work on something more permanent next time. We're going to cover this whole thing up. Oh good, it's cold. There we go. We're going to leave just the center block open. There we go. And if we get it right, we should be able to see particles coming out of the top of this thing. Whoops. Hello, dirt. I'm pretty sure I have more over here. So happy about the blossoms. Yay! Okay, 32 more dirt. Plenty. It's already turning grassy. Shift. Whoops. No, you just messed up the whole look. Bad dirt. Shift. Shift, shift, shift. Alright, that's the standard look. We'll use our regular fire pit and not put a new one in. Over here? No. Stop putting dirt on the ground. Toss in, I guess, one log because we have to just to get it started now. There we go. We needed some torches anyway. It's one torch at a time. Most annoying part of this game. Okay, maybe not most, but it's right up there, let me tell you. What is cool is you can put a bunch of torches at a time once we get a forge going. That is our next goal. It's kind of why we're heading the charcoal route. We need it to run everything. Doop. Let's make ourselves 24 and we'll call it good. Okay, 24 takes a while. Yep. It's slow. So while I was over there, I kind of wish I'd had you guys with me at the time. Because while I was over there, there's a bear over there who seems to think I was invading his territory. That pain in the rear end bear decided he was going to chase me away from the tree I had half chopped down. So there's a tree over there that's half chopped down. It's not finished. Okay, ready? Let's see if this works. We're supposed to drop a lit torch in. Is this really how this works? It just feels weird. Oh, nope, it works. Alright. Cover that up. And I took the torch back. It's not smoking anymore. Alright, well, let's move to the edge. No, you don't place the torch in there, silly. Although it looks like it was going to work. Drop a lit torch in. Q. Give it a second. Oh, there you go. There's all the particles. Wow, they have changed that. It is very obvious. I remember being totally confused and wanting to go open the stupid thing to see if it was working. Alright, that is our first charcoal pit. Depending, I believe you can get anywhere from 1 charcoal to 4 charcoal per log. And it will come up in the forms of, like, you have to use a shovel to dig up each piece. It's, so yeah, there we go. The charcoal pit is made. It is lit. We have blossoms. The trees are getting bigger every single day. Let's go check out our garden. Wow, that's going to yield a whole lot of... Yeah, we've used a ton of that. A whole lot of that. We brought back a whole bunch of Douglas fir saplings. I want to see how big those get. Come on, garden. Hello, cow. Ooh, you know, we should bring... The wheat's looking good. Uh-oh. Some things got too cold. We planted really early though, so I'm not terribly surprised. Alright. Anything else come up? Yep. Those did, which was barley. Alright, barley's back down and in. Tulips came up for us. We really did plant early. Whoops. Replant the stuff that came up. One more spot. Oh wow, what came up so badly? And we lost a lot here. What was this? Squash. Not cool. Need to see if I have any more in the box and replant that. Still looking good, and by now we are into spring. Officially, we are in April. So if I replant those, that should be good to go. We got flowers coming up all over the place. I bet you will find more wild vegetables coming up. I'm gonna go grab those last few things. Actually, I'm gonna let you guys go. I will replant those, and I will bring you guys back in for the next episode of Terrafirmacraft. You guys have a wonderful couple of days till I get another episode out, and I'll see you then. Oh yeah, like and subscribe if you actually enjoyed this episode. It really, really helps.